This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the lone running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Offense set on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete to the right. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
He'll pitch it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. The Sooners get it past the sticks. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole stuff named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's...
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
With the run on first and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner Schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Second down coming up. Power football with the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They'll try to pick up the first. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. Receivers just got to be able to make a play for him.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A little screen to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Uncorks it. He makes the catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Texas A&M going up tempo. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel in the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Working that left side now. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Texas A&M 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. UCLA is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 clash of the Titans, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for a deep man. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his way.
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. From the red zone, looking for a man. He makes the connection. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle. Team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be...
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking the football and forcing the incompletion.
Here's the handoff. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets rid of it. Caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll go right back to him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's moved. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Sooners are on the move.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Lawrence. And the Sooners get enough for the first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was closed down by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they... And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fix is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He tries to take the top off. Caught at the 25. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is not ideal. First and goal, obviously, to take a big sack. But when you're in this area and you create a little bit more space, now I have more opportunity to throw the football, spread you out, maybe even quarterback run game, too. It gives me a little bit more space to maybe do some damage on these next couple plays.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. Pulls it in on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around. Going up top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
He'll take another shot here. Complete to the left. And he's running in the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second half.
He's not afraid to go deep. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Oklahoma 28,
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of running room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it's Little. Throwing right. It's caught downfield.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The play action fake. Quarterback moving. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. He's loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5.
Texas A&M.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. On second and goal, he carries again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Six plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
We'll give the defense credit there on third down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
Trying to pound it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, blowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Running to the left. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're not afraid to let one fly from back here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner.
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Let's see what he can do with it. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
That's a first down for the offense.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to pass, it's Little. Shoots it to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Second down.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The give to the back. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll give it to him again. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully. Starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Coming after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Little. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. They'll try it on the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation.
And the pass is intercepted.
No good. That keeps the score. Oklahoma, 35.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 17, set to kick.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get it.
Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Got his man. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 35, Texas A&M 25.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. This guy can throw it. He's got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Sooner. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in on the left. The expressway is wide open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can snip it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
Touchdown, Texas A&M, number 43.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Texas A&M.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. The lone back's got it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Sooners are in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick strike complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Right on target this time. At the 45 on his way. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I...
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. Oh, it's loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on for a massive fumble recovery.
Here comes the offense on the field again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They want to get this defense on its heels. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's Shaw. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He caught it. Touchdown Sooners! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
1st down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Little. Getting some heat. Floating away. He'll let it go to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're bringing heat. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Defense not showing press coverage. Pressure coming. And down he goes back at the 3.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Wants to throw. It's Little. Buys a little extra time. He's taking a deep shot. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down.
Texas A&M offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
The DBs will back off a bit. Back to throw, it's Little. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, 2nd and long from the 19. Complete downfield. Lowers those pads. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in this.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Comes out throwing on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. These corners going to give them some space. Going over the top. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, the